I'm in a really good mood today. Hi. Hey guys, what is up? This is SuperGirlKels. Welcome back to the 17th vlog of SuperGirlKels, where every month I answer your questions that you've asked throughout the month, and I show you something a little bit about my life. Before we do begin, I have a special announcement. So, for those who want to ask a question for the next vlog, it's only going to be answered in May, because I am going to be hosting a special video just for Project SE. I have answered all your questions. For those who have asked, Project SE, I am going to host a big video just talking about it, the first single, all that stuff in April. So that vlog will be all about Project SE. So that's why we are doing this today. This month, guys, I'm showing you something quite, requested. You guys have constantly wanted me to make a top 5 video where I count down to number 1 about something. And I decided, since we are going to be taking a big break from gaming when we start focusing on Project SE a lot, I said we gotta finish off gaming with a bang for now. So, I'm gonna be showing you my top 5 favorite video games of all time and why. So I hope you guys enjoy that. You can just skip to about 10 minutes or so where this vlog ends if you don't want to see the questions. And if you do want to ask a question for the next vlog, you don't see it here, it's because I did not see it, or we just did not have enough time, or usually it's because that question's been asked already. So make sure if you're going to ask a question, it's already not been asked or not been answered, whatever. Head on to my site, www.supergirlkels.com, get onto the forums and ask a question if you want to be guaranteed an answer, or leave a comment below with your question. I always look orange. I'm sick. Our first question comes from Swaz, and he's asking, do you have any tips on entertaining viewers and expanding a channel? I don't have much time to upload, and I think it's the lack of consistency is hurting my channel. That can be it, but that's not usually the biggest case of why your channel starts to die out. The first thing you have to keep in mind is, what are you uploading and why? Are you doing it for fun, or are you getting it for viewers? If you are doing something for viewers, chances are you're doing something that everybody else is doing out there. You have to stay unique, and usually that comes from within yourself. Show something about you. Show something you want to do. Don't be like everybody else. The only reason why I'm making a top 5 is because all of you kept asking for it. But no, seriously, how many times you upload isn't really the biggest deal. I mean, I know huge YouTubers with millions of subscribers that upload once a month, but when those videos come out, they're super good, And personally, when I subscribe to people, I don't like some YouTubers that upload every day, because I personally don't have the time to watch their videos every day. So it's not even about that. It's about what you upload, how you want to upload, and you have to also keep in mind the timing of it. If you're uploading videos in May, that's the time of exams. You have to realize that students don't watch videos, they're studying. Summer, you'll notice your views are gonna multiply by 2, and then once September goes in, it's gonna go down again. So you really have to focus on the timing of that, but just upload what you want to do. Make it different. Use your imagination. Everybody's got it. If you don't, know how to be creative, I got advice from a teacher the other day. Just lay on that couch, have nothing. Turn off your phones, turn off everything, just daydream. And for the first 5 minutes, it's gonna feel like forever. But then within after 10 minutes, you're gonna start cooking ideas about what you wanna do. I'm noticing now, for example, for 2 years for doing gaming and stuff, I'm personally getting bored. And it's not even you guys are getting bored, I'm getting bored. So now it's also because you're changing as you're growing. You want to start putting out new stuff. That's why we're getting more into music, skits, filming, and stuff I want to do. Of course, still gaming, but it's going to be more rare. So that's my advice to you. Do things you want to do, and don't focus on those viewers. You'll attract them as time goes by, don't worry. Forgot to put the rest of the damn questions on my phone. Live Techno 2015 is asking me, what is your favorite episode in Kirby Right Back At You? Oh my god, it's starting already. Oh, it just gives me pain whenever I think about it. It all started on a great day where Kirby was just, feeling lonely, and, they got, like, Tiff and Tuff got him a friend, and he was a robot, and it was a dog, and they hated each other at first, but then they became, like, brothers, and then they had to fight because the monster was actually inside of the dog, and then at the end he explodes in the ocean and Kirby swims out for him, and then they scream and Kirby cries, and he's trying to reach for him in the ocean, and it's so depressing. Oh my god. Thank you for your question. OneCrash94 is asking, in the latter season 3, are you going to add another competitive game or just Smash 4? Strictly right now, it's just Smash 4, just because I want to give you guys SE, right? There's so much projects happening this year and it's got to be finished. I already don't have time to update all the ladder scores. You know, I do it once a week. So, rather than when I used to do it every single day, 12 hours. So I don't have the time right now, but me and Dragon Man have been talking about putting Pokemon in the future and other games that you guys aren't knowing about. So stay tuned, because don't worry, there is some stuff coming, but right now focus is just on Smash 4 because it's still a brand new game and everyone's still excited for it. And it's the most active one too. I want to be sure that everyone's going to be active on other games I put, but right now it's just for Smash 4, singles, doubles for 3DS and Wii U. If you can only eat one thing in your life, what would it be? Oh, that's an easy one. I'm not even going to answer it. I'm actually going to get my boyfriend / project manager and producer of Project SE to answer this for you, since he is with me 24/7 working on this thing. Honey, take it away.
You know, I don't go over to our house once without having pizza. I think I'm gonna have pizza for the rest of my life. Yeah, Brittany.
Brittany, bitch.
Working hard. Tyson Awesome is asking me about my greatest achievement that I've accomplished so far. Oh my god, that's so hard to think of. Recently, these 2 years, I've just done everything, you know? Right now that's been accomplished so far is probably, being happy is probably the most important one, because I wasn't happy for quite some time. And finally, you know, starting I think from like last September, I was finally so happy. I've never been happier where I am right now in my life, and partially because of you guys, but so much has happened and I'm able to breathe so much clearer, and it's also going to influence SE a lot. SE, what I'm working on right now, is probably what I'm most proud of so far, for what's been done for the first single at least. That's probably the thing I've worked hard on most. It's been like 3 hours a night, 7 days a week. It's been a lot of work, but it's something I'm super proud of, and I can't wait to like show you guys, especially that it's something that's not, you know, professionally made, and it's not like in a you know, with like Hollywood, you know, programs that are like $700. It's with free programs that I'm working super hard on to make it sound as close as possible. And you know, me and Judas really took so much time to do this. Thank you for your question. So that would be that. And besides that, I think it would be Liberty Walk, and probably hosting my offline Super Smash Bros. Tournament with over 70 people coming. Offline, you know, like engaging everyone, the pressure of running around everywhere, having enough setups, TVs, games, everything. Just that was really something special to me. Probably that. Katie Doris is asking for my reaction if they made me a custom-made SuperGirlKels amiibo. Well, I'd be buying it right away, no matter how much it is. I'd give my house if I have to, lock it up in a chain, glass window, lock it with a key, throw it out. No one's allowed to touch it. It's the one and only thing in the world, and like it wouldn't be able to be touched. Our final question for today is coming by Blue Racer 7, and he's asking, what characters would I think would have made it into Smash 4? So if before the game was out, which characters that I think would have made it? I really wanted, even though I knew it wouldn't happen, I really wanted Lara Croft from Tomb Raider. I think she's so iconic, you know, she's the most iconic female character in gaming history. So I really wanted her to be in Smash 4, especially that they've added so much female characters. I wanted her. I wanted Shadow, I'm gonna be honest. Even though I knew it wasn't gonna happen either, I wanted Shadow. I find that badass, and I'm really depressed they didn't do that. Besides that, you know, Dixie Kong, characters that like really deserve to be in. That's pretty much it. I wasn't really picky with the characters because I already had Sonic and Kirby, and I knew that's what I was gonna use. The Villager was something I didn't expect, and you know, when they announced that, I was dying of laughter. I wish I had that reaction, but I didn't film that. And I loved it. Like, now I use Villager. So that's all really. I'm not really picky when it comes to characters. We have 50 characters. We don't need any more. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was the questions for the month of March. So thank you guys so much for your questions. I love this month's questions. You guys are getting more creative every time, and some questions are getting so hard to answer. So if you have a question for the month of May, leave it in the comments below, because don't forget, next month we are focusing strictly on Project SE. So stay tuned for that, guys. Go enjoy my top 5 favorite video games of all time. It's gonna get pretty damn intense. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna do the conclusion at the end of the video, so we don't waste any more time. I'll see you guys later. Don't forget to leave a question. I'll see you guys Monday for part 7 of Kirby and the Rainbow Purse. Purse. See you guys later. Bye. Hello and welcome! Welcome everybody to SuperGirlKels' Top 5. It's the first Top 5 video that we're doing today. Something very, very special is happening. It's going to be my top 5 favorite video games of all time. This channel has been known now for 2 years of doing a bunch of gaming content, and so much has been uploaded on it. But so much has not been included, which is included in my top 5 list. Some may be shocking, some might not be. So please leave a comment below on what your favorite top 5 games are of all time. I'd love to see your opinions. I respect every single one, so if you can, please respect my own. Without further ado, let us begin.
It's the kind of beat to go.
This isn't so much of a game itself, but more of the series. Every single game seems to be getting better and better with so much to do. Oh my god, it's so addicting. It's a game I can play for years and years, and I'm still not bored. I'm talking about the Animal Crossing series. This series is so unique compared to any other game I've ever played. Catching fish, trying to, complete your museum, furniture for your home, expanding home, rent, working, selling, buying, island, going into a town, mall shopping, more working. There is so much to do in this game. You can spend hours and hours, and having the days go by with the nights sinking in together with your time is so cool. I find this so addicting just because, did I mention? I almost forgot to, but I just had to cut myself off. You can also dress your character how you want, makeup, hair, whatever. Have a garden in your backyard or in your home, however you want. It's awesome. I love Animal Crossing. It's my favorite series and my favorite online series as well. Going online with your friends in the multiplayer is so much fun. I love talking with my friends, especially in Wild World. When I was a kid, I can't tell you how much times I would skip homework nights when I was in grade 7 just to play Animal Crossing with my friends. It's so addicting, lovable, and it's something for everybody. There's something in the game that everyone can enjoy and remember for years to come, including memories.
It's the kind of beat to go.
Now, we did this a live stream back then, and I'm not sure if anybody remembers, but on Halloween, we broke the record of 6 hours and 7 minutes on speedrunning this game. Wonder why we do it so fast? It's because I play it all the time. I'm talking about Luigi's Mansion for Nintendo GameCube being at number 4. This game is out of the blue. It's not a horror game, it's not an action game, it's not a platforming game. It's a uncomfortable but yet beautifully captivating game. Luigi's Mansion is one of my favorite games of all time from how much memories I have with it. Not only the controls great, the gameplay, the story, just simple as finding Mario, and for once you're Luigi standing out in the spotlight rather than Mario. You're going off to find every single ghost, hunting them down, try to complete the game 100%, and let's see what rank you get to get your own mansion at the end of the game. I love this game. I can't tell you how many hours I spent with my family. It's a game that brings the whole family together and friends just to get a good scare and laugh. And you try to figure out most of the time where the hell you're supposed to be going. And I hate maps, but Luigi's Mansion makes it fun. You're just in one mansion trying to figure out where the hell you're going. The music especially. I can't tell you how much that tune still stays in my head. I still sometimes get dreams of when I'm actually in a mansion and I think to myself in my dream that I'm playing Luigi's Mansion. And I always think that there's going to be a ghost that's going to pop out or something. Even the music comes out on my head once, I'm actually dreaming. It's so scary. Luigi's Mansion is 4th on my list.
It's the kind of beat to go.
We have a two-way tie for 3rd place. Let's start off with game number 1. Now, everybody knows that I'm competitive in the series the newest, at least in the series, for Smash 4. But it's not the series that's my top 5 favorite, but more likely the game. Let's get on to Super Smash Bros. 64, the original that started it all. When I got this game, it's nothing like I've ever played before. The fighting mechanics are so much different than any other game that we played when it comes to a fighting genre. I love the way you just have so much control over your character and how every character is so unique from each other. I love how it's my favorite Nintendo characters going at it. I love how simple the original is. I love the music in the original. I love the pace of the original, how it can be so slow but yet so fast if you really get into the competitive life. Speaking of competitive, here to announce that in the summer of 2015, I will be getting into Super Smash Bros. 64 competitive. So I can't wait to be uploading a lot more 64 stuff using my main, Kirby. Did I mention he's also top tier? That's even a bonus. Super Smash Bros. 64 is 3rd on my list. Tied along with, let's get on to our next game. You guys saw this coming. He's pink, puffy, round, adorable, and smiley, but totally clueless. It's Kirby. And I'm not even talking about just any Kirby game. It's every single one. The Kirby series has always done what I need. I need that perfect game for platforming, relaxing, but bringing in hype and unpredictable features in the series. I love Kirby. I love the character. I love how... I just love his design, I love his hats, I love how different every stage is, how every event is always something new. Even when they do bring back old stuff, including music, it's still so brand new. It feels so fresh every single time Nintendo does a Kirby game, and I love it every time. It's also the only series that I can actually complete 100%. Not because it's easy, but because it's challenging. Not challenging to the point where it's annoying is my main point. Yes. I just love how challenging it is and I don't get frustrated. It's not one of those games where I'm just like, God damn it, man! And freak out mode type of thing and I just don't want to play for another month or so. Sonic Boom, what have you done to me? But it's like the series that I can just complete easy the story and then go back and collect everything else. It's so addictive. The sound effects are always perfect. The music captivates you. Everything is gorgeous all the time. It really brings out the best platforming genre. Like Kirby, in my opinion, is the definition of 2D platforming. I love Kirby, and thank God Sakurai, both Super Smash Bros. 64 and Kirby series, made by the same people. Thank you, Sakurai, for beautiful games getting at 3rd place.
It's the kind of beat to go.
We knew he had to be in one of these numbers, but which one? You thought he'd be in number 1, didn't you? No, we're getting on to 2, and speaking of 2, Sonic the Hedgehog 2 for the Sega Genesis is 2nd on my list. Sonic 2 was the first Sonic game I have ever played, and the first game I've ever played on a home console. I pretty much grew up with the Sega Genesis, as well as my Game Boy Color with Pokemon. But Sonic 2 was what I always played, either with my dad or cousin. I was always trying to get past the level, and beating it over and over never gets boring. I love just speeding running it all the time, collecting emeralds, rings, smashing bandits, and seeing how fast I can complete the game. I love Sonic 2, and honestly, it's just so much memories. The music to me is the best out of all the series. Music's very important to me in games, as you can see. The stage designs are so unique. Sega, like, this was just the definition of caring, and not that I don't care about your Sonic games now. Sonic is still one of my, he's my favorite character of all time, and I always support his games. Even Sonic Boom I enjoyed. But, Sonic 2 is history for me, and just what it brought out to me and introduced me into the gaming world. It's just something that I'm never going to let go. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is second on my list.
It's the kind of beat the GOAT.
I've said it many times, so you guys already knew that this was going to be it. And for once, it's not anything to do with Nintendo. No, I'm talking about Lara Croft going into HD, crazy 60 frames per second mode. The reboot of the series, Tomb Raider, the 2013 edition, that was on Xbox 360, PC, and reimagined on, PS4 and all that stuff. But this is my favorite game of all time. I never thought something so new in this generation can beat the classics of what I love. But Tomb Raider did that. It brought platforming, it brought adventure, it brought action, it brought music, it brought storyline, it brought hype, it brought chasing wolves, it brought arrow shooting, gun slamming, and sexy Lara Croft being a badass. I love Tomb Raider, and I can play it over and over again with so much to do, such a big story, and all the extras. The multiplayer isn't really my favorite, but I'm a more of a single player girl type of thing, which you can tell in my top 5. And Tomb Raider just does that for me. I love everything about Tomb Raider. It's something special and new. How she started out just like such an average girl as a teenager, just trying to get into the workforce of what she likes, believing in something, and then turning into some mass awesome killer is just amazing. Tomb Raider 2013 is number 1. So thank you guys so much. That was my top 5 most favorite video games of all time, and I played a damn lot of them. But I want to see what you guys like. Just as I said before, leave a comment below of your top 5 and why. You guys want to see another top 5? I would strictly make it for vlogs only. So if you want to see something maybe near the end of the year, because right now we are getting to the full production of Project SE next month. But if you want to see something, leave it in the comments below. As I said, leave a question for the next vlog in May. But until then, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more videos. Visit my website, www.supergirlkels.com. Find tournament streams, news, music, and more crap on here. Might I add, next week is the final week for the ladder rankings. So everybody who's on, knock it dead, and good luck to all who want to make top 16. Good luck to everyone. I will see you guys on Monday for the pre-finale of Kirby and the Rainbow Curse. See you guys later. Bye-bye.